that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Le sacrifice que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by les Championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, Fox 40, Barraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par BMO, and by BMO.
Welcome to U-Sports on CBC and the 2024 BMO U-Sports Women's Soccer Championship from the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. My name is Desmond Thomas as we get set to bring you today's match between the 2nd seed Laval Rouge et Or and the 7th seed Trinity Western Spartans. So this is going to be a very tight matchup today. The Laval Rouge et Or, the 2nd seed, the RSEQ champions. 6-3-5 in the regular season, 1-0-1 in the RSEQ playoffs. And the Trinity Western Spartans, 7th seed, and the Canada West bronze medalists, 8-4-2 in the regular season, 2-1 in the playoffs. And they beat the Calgary Dinos 3-2 in the bronze medal matchup in order to get to where they are today, as the teams will take the pitch and will have some opening ceremonies in just a couple moments. The Laval Rouge et Or finished 3rd, and McGill and finished 2nd, and the Montréal Carabin finished 1st. As we'll get to some team comparisons here, as I was just speaking about a few moments ago. The Trinity Western Spartans, again 8-4-2 in the regular season. Both teams finished 3rd in their respective divisions.
Time for starting lineup, starting with the Trinity Western Spartans. Number 1, Yasmin Fahal. Number 2, Peyton Isaac. Number 6, Kylie Hendricks. Number 7, Sarah Bazil. Number 8, Madeline Melanchuk. Number 10, Mansa Sidhu. Number 11, Tilly James. Number 12, Emily Watchman. Number 13, Erin Stewart. Number 14, Lucina Andrews. And number 17, Charity Field. Head coach for the Spartans is Graham Roxburgh.
Progress inspires us to push on, dreaming, doing, and taking the next steps together. We continue to work toward a world where the ocean thrives, where everyone receives the health, dental, and medical care they need, and where innovation shapes our future and strengthens Canada's digital economy. We can do more. We can make a difference. We can lead. We are Dalhousie, where progress meets possibility.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe, no matter where you're from, you've got this.
How are your investments doing?
That was on purpose. You know that topic always throws me off.
Lots of people feel that way. But don't worry, BMO's got advice to spare with any investment guidance and support you need.
I need some.
And you'll get it with personalized investing recommendations to help you feel confident in your decisions.
I'm curious. Do you roll as good as you help?
Bowling mode.
It's yes, by the way.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Of course, the Laval Rouge et Or, the second seed, will be in red today, in the Trinity Western Spartans, the seventh seed, in white, as we'll get you set for the starting lineups. For Trinity Western, for Laval, it'll be Florence Thibault, Mathilde Lachance, Emmanuel Collin, Mathilde Rousseau, and Léa Jean Fortier. Alexis Poirier, Meredith Saint-Pierre, Elsa Lassard, Amélia Bouchard, Anne-Marie Laroche, Geneviève Girard. We'll get you set for the Trinity Western Spartan starting lineup. In goal, Yasmin Pahal, Peyton Isaac, Kylie Hendricks, Sarah Bazil, Maddie Melanchuk, Mancha Sidhu, Tilly James, Emily Watchman, Aaron Stewart, Luciana Andrews, and Charity Field. So Laval's path to this Nationals berth, pretty interesting. McGill Martlets finished second in the RACQ. Montreal Carabin finished first in the semifinals. On October 24th, the Laval Rouge et Or beat McGill 1-0 in the semifinal, but they lost to the Montreal Carabin 5-0 and 2-0 during the regular season. They'd never beaten them in the regular season before this year, but they were able to secure a victory over the Carabin in the finals on a penalty shootout. The game ended 1-1, and then it went to penalties. It went 7 rounds, and Léa Jean Fortier, who scored the 1-0 goal, and Meredith Saint-Pierre scored the shootout winner, as we just take another look at the 2024 U Sport Women's Soccer Championship bracket. Of course, we have this game here on the top right, and then below that, the GGs against the Vikes, as well the Cape Breton University Capers and the Nipissing Lakers and the UBC Thunderbirds, of course the number 1 seed in this tournament, against the host Dal Tigers. That game, with I'm sure many Dalhousie fans in attendance, will be happening at 5 p.m. It's the third game on our docket today. The late game will be the Cape Breton University Capers and Nipissing Lakers. That'll be at just around 7:30 p.m. Atlantic time. And following this game at 1:30 p.m., it'll be the GGs against the Vikes. So Laval Rouge et Or take the field. They're just all in red, and we'll be running from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of your screen. And we have a good crowd out here on a Thursday, on a school day, on a work day as well. But everybody out here taking advantage of this incredible talent that we have out here on the pitch. And I'm sure we'll have more and more as the tournament goes on into the weekend as well. And we'll have Bouchard and Fortier to kick us off for Laval. The Spartans in white will be running from the right-hand side to the left-hand side of your screen as we await the opening kickoff. And there it is, and we're underway in the 2024 BMO U Sports Women's Soccer Championship, live from the Wickwire Field in Halifax. Sidhu dispossessed, and it comes into the possession of Laval to the near side. Saint-Pierre. Saint-Pierre now, Collin. Back to Saint-Pierre, but she's quickly converged upon by Sidou. Great job to win the ball away. Sidou gets a return feed there from Field. But that'll go out to touch and will be a throw-in for the Laval Rouge et Or. Long throw-in taken, headed up initially by Basil Sidou, but now taken up by Bouchard.
Dispossessed,
Bouchard, nice defending there into the possession of Laval to the near side. Saint-Pierre sent up by James, and that goes up to touch. Back to Saint-Pierre, but she's quickly converged upon by Sidou. The take job to win the ball away. Sidou gets a return feed there from Field, but that'll go out to touch and will be a bit of throw-in athletic tape on her left leg. Oh, and she'll long throw and take the long throw and go short. Initially by Basil Sidou, now taken up by Bouchard. Is knocked away. Sidou up the near side through the Field, and that gets knocked away back to the back line for the Spartans, all the way to Melnichuk on the far side. And that heads out, and it'll be a Spartans throw-in. Long throw-in taken by Melnichuk, headed up, and it'll go out for another throw-in. About 15 yards gained. Melnichuk, and that's headed up and away by Rousseau. And slowly creeping their way up the pitch are the Spartans along that far touchline. It's a short throw taken. And that'll head out to touch, and it'll be a throw-in for Laval. That misses everybody, and it goes past Stewart, who plays it back. Melnichuk. And now switching the field are the Spartans. It comes all the way to Basil. Basil up to Sidou. Trying to extricate herself from a couple pressuring Laval players. And that went off of Colin last, so it'll go out for a Spartans throw-in. Basil. Good initial touch by Hendricks, but it comes behind, and excellent pressure from Field. And to the many protestations of the Laval players, it'll go out for a throw-in for the Spartans. Taken relatively quickly, goes away from Field, and coming back forward is Basil. Nice job there to take it away, and up comes Bouchard on the near side. Bouchard converged on quickly by James, and that goes out beyond the goal line, and it'll be the first goal kick for Pahal. So we just take a look at that last chance. It was a great steal by Colin in the middle of the pitch in order to send Bouchard up on the near side, but it was also great defending from James, who came in to close that angle and did so quite well, able to send it off of Bouchard, crucially, and out beyond the goal line. Back underway now on the far side of the field. Melnichuk up to take the throw-in for the Spartans. Already her 6th or 7th throw-in of the game. Melnichuk playing catch with Hendricks. Free kick taken by Laval and knocked away in the middle of the pitch. Taken away by Andrews. Trying to win it back is Isaac. And now switching to the near side of the pitch, Basil. In a strong battle there is Basil, and Stewart comes back to support, keeps possession at the feet of the Spartans, playing it up to Field. Field under heavy pressure there. Great work by Lachance. The ball refusing to stay in the possession of any team for more than a few moments. And that goes out to touch. The best outdoor races in Canada are in Kelowna, BC this weekend for the 2024 U Sports Cross Country Championships. Catch U Sports on CBC's exclusive live coverage beginning with the 8-kilometer race at 3 p.m. Eastern, followed by the women's 8K race at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the 2024 U Sports Men's and Women's Cross Country Championships exclusively on U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. So back on the near side with the Laval throw. It'll be Basil. Sidhu taken away and knocked up. Great defending there. As now Basil has it. Taken down, and that'll be a foul called against number 25, Girard. As we just take a look on this upcoming replay, great speed on display by Trinity. Back underway, Sidhu steals the ball away from Colin. And now resets with James. Over to the far side, Melnichuk. Melnichuk, great move. Still moving up. The ball knocked away for a moment. And now at the feet of Fortier, trying to lift it over the top, looking for Bouchard. It'll fall for Poirier, trying to cross it into the box, and it does work out for Bouchard. Her shot gets blocked, gets it right back though, cutting to the top of the 18-yard box, swinging it wide. It falls in front, and that shot goes over top of the bar as Fortier had a glorious opportunity, and it wouldn't bounce true for her. What a chance for Leah Jean Fortier, but it just wouldn't go, as we'll take a look at it here on the replay. Great work by Bouchard, getting away from all sorts of challenges. Goes over the foot of Basil and just missed. She got under the ball just a bit too much there. Saint-Pierre. And that knocks off of Watchman and goes out to touch. Stewart. Saint-Pierre, rather, pardon me. And now Field. For the Spartans, Field. Trying to feed that up. Looking for Hendricks. And Laroche will come out to claim the ball. Laroche distributes to the far side. Rousseau. That Nix. Off of a Spartan player, so it'll go out to touch. Last hit Isaac, who was supplying great pressure on the far side of the pitch. Long throw in, and great foot there from Watchman, and she took that away. So the top two teams in Canadian football descend on Richardson Stadium in Kingston, Ontario on Saturday, November 23rd for the 2024 Vanier Cup Championship game. Tickets are selling fast, so scan the QR code on the screen or visit usportstickets.ca to guarantee your seat for the biggest university football game of the year, the 2024 Vanier Cup on November 23rd in Kingston. Chase the glory. Now Trinity Western trying to attack, but it was knocked away. Great defending right now from both back lines on both Laval and Trinity Western. As that's headed up, but the offside flag is raised. Melnichuk will get us back underway as we take a look at Bouchard. Amelia Bouchard. 3 goals in the regular season. James. Headed up. Great job by Girard to climb up and knock it back. Still loose on the far side, though. As the Spartans try to attack, it'll fall back, and it's cleared away by Girard, who had that initial header on the defensive. Now, back on the far side. Big battle. And it's won by Laval. Excellent work by Rousseau. Isaac over on the far side of the pitch, looking to win the ball back. And the Spartans do have it back here. Sidou was trying to turn with that good defending from number 13, Saint-Pierre. Sidou waits and lets that ball roll forward for her. Sidou, and coming across was Lachance to knock the ball out to touch. So a throw in dangerous territory now for the Spartans. Basil takes it short. Still in possession with the Spartans. They'll take it right from near the corner flag, and that's bulleted in by Basil. Hard to control, and it'll be punted out. Kept alive by Watchman. And now played up along the near side flank for Bouchard. Bouchard watched by James, and James comes across with the right foot and knocks it out to touch. Take a look at that last defensive play and last onrush by Laval. Bouchard has been loose a couple times already early in this game, and it was excellent defense from James to come across and knock it out to touch. Field trying to keep the ball at the feet of the Spartans, and she does. Swung to the near side, and they'll have to do some hard work, and it's knocked away again. Bouchard, another chance now towards goal, trying to create some separation. Bouchard cuts back on her left, plays it to the top. Saint-Pierre crosses to the back post, and coming in looking for the header was Poirier, and danger not evaded yet as Poirier tried to cross that in. Out for the first corner of the game. It'll go to Laval. As we just take a look at that last play, it was a missed pass by Isaac as she was trying to pick out Stewart. And then Laval so quick in transition and on the attack. Bouchard, great speed again on the near side. And the first corner of the game coming up now. Everybody huddled together in the box. As the cross comes in, it'll bounce into the 6-yard box. Players trying to get a foot on it. It's cleared away, I believe, by Watchman. Or James, rather, at that far post. And out for a throw-in. Girard will leave it for Rousseau. Swung in, looking for Bouchard again. And that'll go out for a goal kick. The road to the Vanier Cup continues on Saturday, November 16th, when the Atlantic University Sports Champions square off against the Ontario University Athletics Yates Cup champions, the 2024 UTEC Bowl. Catch all of the action exclusively on CBC Gem, beginning at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. The road to the Vanier Cup and U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Throw in here for the Spartans, it'll be Basil. And she'll go along again over the head of Saint-Pierre. Field swings that wide, Oh, big collision in the box. Another shot coming in, stopped by Laroche, but nonetheless, it was a foul, and it was Andrews. A heavy, well, we can call it an offensive foul in the 18-yard box, as Poirier is a bit nicked up after the fact. As we take a look at that last chance, it was a great throw-in from Basel, right over the top of St. Pierre. Great touch from Bouchard, from Field rather, as she sent a lovely ball into the box. And there's that shove from Andrews. Back underway here. Sidou getting a bit of a talking to from the referee. Lachance. Lachance floats that to the 18-yard line. It's cleared away. Great job by Stewart. Now swung to the far side. Andrews. Andrews trying to create some space for herself. Has the ball knocked away from her. Headed along by James. Laval trying to get loose again. Here's Collin. Nice move around Basel. Collin still going now. Basel comes back. Collin gets around her. Now back to the top of the 18. It's swung wide. Fortier was, I think, trying to cross it into the box, and we'll have a foul. Or not, as the referee will let play continue. Good step up there by James. And plays a great ball into Isaac. Isaac has that taken away from her. Hendricks steps up. Now Sidou on the ball. Sidou swings it wide. This time she picks out Andrews. Andrews trying to chip it to herself. And that's sent out. As we'll just take a look at that earlier chance by Laval. Great work in the middle of the pitch by Collin. She got around a couple of Trinity Western defenders, and then she sent it back to Fortier. Unfortunately for her, she didn't get the angle she wanted on that cross. Girard, oh, what a touch along the far side. Converged on quickly by Watchman, and that'll go out for Laval's second corner of the game. Vocal fans in attendance today supporting Laval and the Rouge et Or. So the second corner of the game, that'll be Girard. She'll take it on her right, so she'll be able to swing this one in. Girard to the middle of the 18-yard box. Knocked away by Basel, and finally punted out by Isaac. St. Pierre. Closed on by Sidou. St. Pierre into the box. Oh, what a move there. And sent in Fortier. Held by Pahal. We'll take a look at that last opportunity for Laval, who have definitely had the lion's share of the chances in this game so far. Fortier, a great first touch and a great turn. But again, didn't get quite what she wanted on that final touch. It'll be James to come up and get us back underway again. Watchman. Basel. Sidou tried to wrangle that, but it's picked off easily. Now Lessard. Lessard trying to sift that through for Boudreau, and she finds her. Bouchard still going towards goal, and Pahal comes out to claim the ball away from Bouchard. Great work from Pahal. Trinity Western trying to get some sustained pressure going, but that goes out to touch. And we'll take a look at that last chance for Laval. A beautifully weighted ball forward for Bouchard to rush onto. Took it into space, and that last touch from Basel was the difference maker, allowing her goalkeeper to come out and claim. Throw in for Trinity Western. Sindhu, what a ball through, looking for Hendricks. Hendricks! And coming out to claim was Laroche. Great work by both goaltenders at either end of the pitch right now. Laroche at the top of her 18-yard box. And just a reminder for everybody watching at home that the score clock indicated right now on your TV or on your computer isn't the official game clock. That will be operated by the fourth official in attendance today. Sent forward again, Basel. A great header to knock it out. Stays in touch. Now La Chance. Saint-Pierre. High in the air. Collin. Still going now. Laval will switch to the far side. Great one-touch passing. But out of the reach of Bouchard. Trinity Western trying to make something happen on the far side of the pitch. Will win a throw-in. And Melnichuk will come up to take it. Melnichuk over to Hendricks. Poirier there with Rousseau defending her, not giving her any room to work with there, and that'll go off, but for a corner kick. So it'll be the first chance from the corner flag for the Spartans this morning. Corner's such a dangerous threat at any level of the sport. So many goals, especially in youth sports, are scored from the corner flag. It'll be Sidhu on her left. She'll swing it in. She does to the top of the 6-yard box. It rises in the air, cleared away, danger not gone. Yet another volley attempt is blocked away again. Now Stewart still going, and that goes off of La Chance. As we take a look at that last play, Sidhu started it off with a great cross in from the corner flag. A great header away from Saint-Pierre, and a couple extra opportunities at the end for the Spartans as another corner comes flying in. Coming up to claim it, it's punched away and finally cleared by Poirier. And now Bouchard is on the ball, surging up along the near side. Watched by Melnichuk, who's switched sides. That was a long run as she took that initial throw on the far side and now back to her starting position. As that last rush by Bouchard just indicates how fast this Laval team is. A great foot race there, but props to Melnichuk as well for staying with Bouchard. Ball gets past Poirier. And Rousseau will see that out to touch. Rousseau. It's a return feed, and on her left sends it up. Waiting for it was James. A bit of ping pong action there with the ball. Basel, a good touch, takes it down and away from danger. Got it away from Collin. Now Melnichuk. Good turn from Stewart in the middle of the pitch, and she'll draw a foul against Laval. 25-22 gone in this first half. Already fouls 4-1 right now, Trinity. Watchman sends that in, looking for Sidhu. It bounces off of her, and now Laval in possession of the ball again. Bouchard stops back with it and gives it away. Field now swung to the far side for James. James, a bit of pace along the touchline, away from Rousseau. James still going, stops back, cuts it to her left, and tried to cross that in looking for Field. And there was nobody in a white jersey there to receive the pass. And now the Rouge et Or in possession of the ball. Bouchard is offside, comes back to get into an onside position. And there was the other number 17, Field, in an offside position as well. And that time, the flag is raised. Laval on the attack again, and again there's James to knock the ball away. Isaac dispossessed, and Laval in possession of the ball again. Flicked up by Collin, looking for Bouchard, and a big collision there between herself and Watchman. And just remember, everybody, that at 12:30 Eastern time, our next game will be the Ottawa GGs against the Victoria Vikes. That's at 12:30 Eastern time, so don't go anywhere after the conclusion of this game. Back underway. Watchman. Watched by Bouchard, as well as Collin, and it goes off of Collin and out to touch. Basil. And St. Pierre wins a throw-in for Laval. St. Pierre has options, has Bouchard. She goes long though, and that's headed away by Watchman, gaining a couple yards. Are les Rouges et Or, second seed out of Laval. James sends it up. She was looking for Field. Goes off the head of Lachance. Sidhu picks it off in the middle of the pitch and tries to chip it to herself. Goes off of the back of Lachance. And out to touch. Look out in the stands. And it'll be Basil to take the throw-in. Basil. That's a heavy challenge there on Andrews, who's down on the pitch right now. As we'll take a look at that here. St. Pierre showing her protests. You could almost call that a body check there. Nonetheless, everybody back up to their feet and the game back underway.
Subbing in for the Trinity Western Spartans is number 26, numéro 26, Veronica Walter.
So coming into the game is Veronica Walter, and she will spell
Coming off for
Peyton
the Spartans
Isaac.
is number 2, Peyton Isaac.
As we're back underway, Field trying to send a long ball towards goal. And not a bad crack on La Roche, but La Roche was very comfortable to see that wide of the post. Stewart sends that along, and it's shielded by Lachance so that Laroche can come out and claim the ball. Lachance picked off. Great job by Walter right into the fray. Walter on her left, crosses that in, and a great goalkeeping from Laroche to come out and claim it. Laroche shaken up on the play though. She came out to steal a sure grade A scoring chance away. But Laroche a bit hurt and still down along the deck, as that was Walter straight into the game and making her presence known. And just got to be careful the back of the head there as the physios come out to check on Anne-Marie Laroche. Laroche in net for the RSEQ finals that happened on November 1st against the Montreal Carabins. And she made 3 saves in that shootout victory and made 5 saves on 6 shots during the game to secure the 3rd title in 4 years for the Laval Rouge et Or. But you hate to see a goalkeeper go down, especially this early in the game, this early in the tournament. She was doing what she was supposed to do, an excellent save from what could have been a sure goal-scoring chance. Great bravery on display from Laroche. But this game has been so we'll just take another look at the bracket while we get everything sorted out on the pitch. The GGs against the Vikes coming up at 12:30 Eastern, and then following that will be the UBC Thunderbirds against the host Dalhousie Tigers, and then the Cape Breton University Capers, the late game against the Nipissing Lakers. So Laroche back up to her feet, and we'll get back underway here in this first half. No score between the Trinity Western Spartans and the Laval Rouge et Or. Heading that along is Hendricks. And a good step up on the line from Thibault. Sidou. In a dangerous position for the Spartans, but that's punted up. Good job by Lachance. James to Basil. Basil looking for Walters. And that ball over the top will be played back to Laroche. Headed up by Watchman. And Field taken down in the middle of the pitch. And that'll be a foul called against Laval. And Watchman, a 2-player wall for Laval, as it's not quite, I wouldn't say, within scoring distance right now for Watchman, but you never know. Everybody lined up on the far side of the pitch, so she might well go for it. But we'll probably look to float the ball in. Watchman floats it in and into the waiting hands of Laroche, who's up and making great plays after that collision a few moments ago. And Juice played that up, but it was picked off. Played up by Girard. Girard. As we'll just take a look at that last chance on goal. A good delivery from Watchman, but Laroche was waiting for it and took it away from Sidou, who was in on the rush. Melnichuk will take the throw in on the far side of the pitch. So was looking to pick out Field. It got by her, and Rousseau will see that ball out to touch and take the throw in herself. Great touch by Collin on the far touchline, playing that up. Great wheels, though, by James, able to send that ball out and evade a dangerous-looking scoring chance for Laval. Collin on the ball now. She's watched by Melnichuk. Now cutting towards goal. That flashes just past the near side post as Fortier was looking to bang it in. And that'll go out for the third corner of the game for Laval. Girard lurking near the penalty dot. Fortier in there as well. Everybody piling in. And we'll see Poirier come up to take this corner kick. On her left foot, she'll swing the ball in. Poirier knocked away. Great defending by James. Danger not away yet as it's sent in low towards goal. Spilled though, still loose in the box. And it stays in play past Sidhu. Danger avoided for the moment for the Spartans. Saint-Pierre. And that goes off the foot of Basil. And out to touch. We'll take a look at that last corner kick. A great delivery from Poirier, as it was headed away cleanly by James. Then sent in low towards the near post. Pahal. A great job to come and knock that down at the near post, but it's a dangerous moment at the back. And now the other way come the Spartans. Walter. Can't get that past Saint-Pierre. And now Basil. And Basil's taken down. And that'll be another foul against Laval. Now, foul is now 4-3. Laval, for Laval. We'll see that foul here. And yes, Collin is reaching in. Now that's sent in to the back post and headed towards goal. Whoa, just over top of the bar. You saw the back net ripple. You at home might have been on the edge of your seat for a moment as I was here. I thought that might have gone in. Nervous moments at the back for Les Rouges et Or, as it was knocked forward by Andrews and nearly, just nearly into the back of the net. Now Laval. The other way, Melnichuk for the Spartans knocks it forward. Andrews plays that along, looking for Field, but that will roll out to touch. Past Sidhu and kept alive. Good challenge there on Hendricks, and Field has the ball for the Spartans. That pass from Andrews misses everybody in a white jersey. Out to touch and a long throw in, headed along by James, who's been excellent in the back line for the Spartans. So active and so alert. Melnichuk. Lessard. Now Collin. Now in the middle of the pitch, taken away. But there was Watchman able to knock it back and out of danger. And out to touch, it'll roll. It'll be a goal kick for La Roche. Pierre, great pressure on the near side of the pitch by Walter, who's made her presence known after coming on as a substitute. Pierre on the throw-in. Gets it right back and sends a long high ball up to the near side flank. It goes out. It was out before it hit. Watchman. So Bazal, she'll take the throw-in. Headed away. In the middle of the pitch, it comes to Walter. Walter into Field. Field trying to spin and fire, and it's claimed and held by Laroche. And Laroche indicating for everybody to move up the pitch. Done for the moment with playing from the back. Punted up. Flicked along. Great job by Fortier. And now looking for Collin. In on the rush. Bazal's there. And sends it out. Battle for the ball on the far side of the pitch. Field tried to play it back. Bouchard has been a bit quieter in the last few moments of the game as the Spartans have had some good pressure in the last few moments. But now we'll look to get back towards pressuring Pahal. Field. Thibault all over her. Now Hendricks leaves it. Jihad. Sidhu takes that away and tried to feed Andrews on the far side of the pitch. The pass just a bit too far in front of Andrews. In the 43rd minute, score still 0-0 between the Trinity Western Spartans and the Laval Rouge et Or. Not for the lack of chances, though. The goaltenders have been sharp in this game, as well as the back four for both sides. Andrews on the ball, knocked away. Rousseau out to touch. And that clearing attempt goes off of Field, and she stays down for a couple moments, trying to get back to her feet. Now she does. Laroche will take another goal kick. Here's James. We'll swing it to the far side and just remind everybody at home that as we're heading towards the 45-minute mark, yes, it's a 45-minute half, but there will be extra time added on due to injuries and stoppages, and that clock is in the hands of the fourth official. Now the Spartans trying to pressure towards goal. Hendricks trying to cross it into the box. Knocked away off the back of Rousseau and out to touch for a throw-in. Melnichuk with the throw-in. In for Andrews, trying to spin. And that goes off of Rousseau, out for a corner kick for the Spartans. Sidhu up to the corner flag. James lurking near the middle of the 18-yard box, ready to rush in. On her left foot, Sidhu will swing this one in towards goal. Sidhu, and coming out to claim it was Laroche. Again, great job by the goaltender for Laval. A punt into the middle of the pitch. Sidhu tries to flick it along. Good challenge there between Hendricks and Poirier. Looking forward towards Colin. And Pahal, her first touch of the ball in quite a few moments.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 2 minutes to be added to playtime.
Walter will have just about 2 minutes of added time here in this first half. See if either team can get something on the board before the halftime whistle sounds. Walter, and a great foot there by La Chance to knock it out to touch. Basil. Off the knee of St. Pierre and headed along by Fortier. Not what she wanted on that, though. It'll be another throw-in for the Spartans. Basil. She has Walter nearby. Goes long. It did go out, though, so it'll be a throw-in for Laval. Just nicked off of Walter there, I believe, at the last moment. Everybody a bit confused right now of who goes and who's going to take the throw-in. Basil gets a great head on that, and it's flicked forward by Stewart. Andrews dispossessed by Girard. Sidhu taken down on the far side of the pitch, up to her feet. It'll be a free kick in the final moments of this first half for the Spartans. One of the last kicks of this first half, it should be, as Sidhu hovers over the ball on her left foot. Sidhu along the deck, bouncing for Field, tries to get a foot on it. That's sent forward and cracked by Watchman, and that goes over top of the bar. And that'll be the first half, the final score after 47 minutes of play. The Trinity Western Spartans 0 and the Laval Rouge et Or 0. U Sports halftime features the Pepsi U Sport Champion Spotlight and the first half stats and highlights when we return to Halifax. So the final score 0-0 after the half. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
All the goals.
That is a worldie!
All the drama.
That is absolute chaos!
It all leads to this.
Are you kidding me?
The Canadian Premier League Final, Saturday at 3 Eastern.
How are your investments doing?
That was on purpose. You know that topic always throws me off.
Lots of people feel that way. But don't worry, BMO's got advice to spare with any investment guidance and support you need.
I need some.
And you'll get it with personalized investing recommendations to help you feel confident in your decisions.
I'm curious. Do you roll as good as you help?
Bowling mode.
It's yes, by the way.
BMO.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back, everybody, to Halifax and U Sports on CBC. The final score after the first half, the Laval Rouge et Or 0 and the Trinity Western Spartans 0. So we'd like to remind everybody that in today's Pepsi Champion Spotlight, today Sarah Syed is joined by PepsiCo Foods Canada's Katie DeVoe, a former Brock University student athlete, to discuss Katie's journey through university sport and the partnership.
I'm with Katie DeVoe from PepsiCo Foods Canada, who is also a former Brock Badgers figure skater. Katie, can you tell us a little bit about what it was like to be a student athlete and a figure skater at Brock?
I competed for Brock from 2014 to 2018 on the figure skating team. I had a ton of fun. I met a ton of like-minded individuals where we were able to share our passion for figure skating, but while also pursuing our academics. In grade 12, I had a decision to make whether to continue to pursue competitive figure skating or go off to school. And I made the hard decision to go off to school, but luckily there's a skating team. And all the individuals on the team, I was able to, they were able to push me, coach me. I'm friends with a lot of them today. I travel with them and stay connected, which is awesome. So it truly impacted my university experience in such a positive way, and I wouldn't have done it any different.
How has the figure skating and just competing as an athlete kind of helped you to get to where you are right now?
I know at the end of the day, I wouldn't be where I am today without all of my athletic experience. You learn how to be resilient. That's a really big lesson that I learned, and who you can rely on for support as well. As I graduated, I would say the skating piece stuck with me for about 2 years, just from more of like a emotional and personal standpoint. It has come up in every interview that I've done. It has come up from my colleagues and all of that. So I would say it's taken about 2 years to kind of push through that identity shift that would occur. I used to be an athlete. I can appreciate and honor all of the things that it has given me and where it got me to where I am today, because I know I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for those 10 years of skating. I'm really looking forward to how we can improve the experience, improve the transition to post-graduation life, and just support those athletes in the next 3 years. And I'm so happy to be doing it in my day-to-day. I'm so happy to be doing it in my current role and with PepsiCo Foods Canada. Connecting with athletes is something that I love to do. And now that I can incorporate that and bring that into my day-to-day at work, is amazing. And it truly just makes me smile. It makes my heart full from like that emotional side, and knowing that I can help and impact others' athletic journeys and career journeys and help them with that transition through some of the activations that we're going to be doing with this partnership. So I really look forward to seeing where we can take that.
Thank you so much, Katie, for taking the time to sit with us and share your experiences. U Sports is really looking forward to our ongoing partnership with PepsiCo Foods Canada over the next 3 years.
Thank you for having me.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made. where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
La dépendance à la nicotine se manifeste sournoisement. Méfie-toi.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where after 45 minutes of play, it's the Laval Rouge et Or, no score, and the Trinity Western Spartans, no score. Every year, U Sports celebrates its best student athletes, honoring major accomplishments in each sport. Here are the following nominees and winners of the 2024 U Sports Rookie of the Year Award.
The nominees for U Sports Women's Soccer Rookie of the Year Award are en nomination pour le prix de la recrue de l'année 2024 en soccer féminin du sport universitaire de l'Atlantique from the AU, Ivana Ube, Université du Nouveau-Brunswick, University of New Brunswick. Du réseau du sport étudiant du Québec from the RCQ, Blessing Mayi Kiff, Université de Montréal, University of Montreal. Des sports universitaires de l'Ontario from the OUA, Hannah Neville, Université Nipissing University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne from Canada West, Olivia Gomez, Université de la Colombie-Britannique, University of British Columbia. La lauréate du prix de la recrue de l'année en soccer féminin U-Sport est the winner of the U Sports Women's Soccer Rookie of the Year is Blessing Mayi-Kiff, Université de Montréal, University of Montreal.
Nicotine addiction sneaks up on you. Beware.
Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
All the goals.
That is a worldie!
All the drama.
That is absolute chaos!
It all leads to this.
Are you kidding me?
The Canadian Premier League Final, Saturday at 3 Eastern.
How are your investments doing?
That was on purpose. You know that topic always throws me off.
Lots of people feel that way. But don't worry, BMO's got advice to spare with any investment guidance and support you need.
I need some.
And you'll get it with personalized investing recommendations to help you feel confident in your decisions.
I'm curious. Do you roll as good as you help?
Folding mode.
It's yes, by the way.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. After the half, it's Laval, no score, and the Trinity Western Spartans, no score. And we'll take a look at the halftime stats. So, Trinity Western, 2 shot attempts. Laval, 2. 1 shot on goal apiece. 3 corners apiece. And it was not the cleanest of halves, and not the most fouls you'll ever see in a half, but Laval definitely had a couple heavy challenges on a couple of the Spartans players. But it was a very exciting half. A lot of speed was exhibited by both teams on either side of the pitch, but especially on Laval. Bouchard, early on in the game, the first 25 minutes or so, had a number of great runs up along the near side of the pitch, and keeping pace with her was James at some points in the game. Melnichuk as well made some great defensive plays on Bouchard. Fortier for Laval had a couple of chances to cross the ball into the box, to swing it wide. Her sights were a little off in that first half, but she's been dangerous. She's been all over it. Both goaltenders have been excellent, both coming out to claim balls, both being brave. A couple nicks on La Roche due to that bravery, but she was able to get up and shake off any bruises. So we'll get you set for the second half in just a couple moments. We'll get you substitutions when we can. So the Spartans will, of course, occupy now the left side of your screen. They'll be running from left to right. The Spartans in white with the goalkeeper Pahal in net. And Laval still in their team huddle. Maybe playing a bit of mind games with the Spartans. But Laval in red today will be running from the right-hand side to the left-hand side of your screen. In case this game does end up scoreless after the full 90 minutes plus any added time, it will be 2 15-minute overtime periods. And if it's still tied after that 30-minute overtime total, it will go to penalty kicks. Penalties are, of course, how Laval found themselves in this Nationals Championship as they beat Les Carabins in the RSAQ finals. But now both teams set, and we are back underway here in this first quarterfinal matchup between Laval and Trinity Western. Andrews. And there is Kelsey Stewart. New substitute in this game, and yes, just remain patient, everybody. We weren't informed about any of the substitutes, so we'll be figuring them out as you do as well, watching the broadcast. Kelsey Stewart there, taken down. And Sidhu over the ball. And not a bad position for her, especially as a lefty. Two-player wall right now for Laval. Sidhu swings it wide to the far post. A couple bodies collide, and it bounces down to the goaltender Laroche, who claims the ball along the deck. She plays it short. And it's sent up by Rousseau. Get a better look at Rousseau, as well as Girard and Poirier, now on the near side of the pitch. Melnichuk. And now played back. Bouchard. Out to touch. It'll be a Trinity Western throw-in. Melnichuk. And that bounces well for Andrews. And now comes to the top of the 18-yard box for Field. Field, a chance, turning with it is Sidhu. Sidhu still on the ball, but now it's knocked away to center. Basil. Walter. Great wheels away from St. Pierre. Walter still going, crossed into the 18-yard box now for Field. Walter high into the air. But the offside flag is raised, and we'll get a whistle. A good buildup of play there from the Spartans, as they were able to get some solid possession time and looks toward goal. Nice foot there by Stewart along the far touch line to send it out for a throw-in. St. Pierre. St. Pierre again. Another throw-in. And this time it's kept in, though, dispossessed by Walter. And Walter up to Hendricks. Field, rather. Basil. So Field called on the foul there on the far side of the field, the referee indicating that she was holding the player with her hands behind her back. Stewart tried to knock that along. Past Stewart again, and now back with Watchman. James. Now Melnichuk. Nice move to get away from Poirier, but she's dispossessed as the ball came to Thibault. Good one-touch passing from Laval here as they operate in these triangles up and down the pitch. That goes off of Stewart. The throw-in taken quickly by Laval. Collin. Off of Watchman. Out for a throw-in. Rousseau. Now Sidhu takes the ball away in the middle of the pitch. It's a missed pass, though, as she was trying to find Stewart. And coming up the far side is Bouchard. Great moves there, great wheels, and it goes off of Watchman. And another corner coming up, the first of the half coming up for Laval. Just take a look at that last play. You see the speed from Bouchard. And she was able to accelerate really well against Watchman, but Watchman stayed step for step with her and was able to get the final challenge in. Danger not evaded yet, though, as the corner is about to be taken. Swung in low along the deck, and I believe that went off of Stewart, so it'll be another corner. Poirier will take it again. That low skipping ball along the deck. We'll see if she tries to do it again, and she does. Poirier down low, and again it goes off of Basil this time, and out for the third corner in a row. Girard coming in to show for short, but Girard will come now to take the corner. Girard with her right foot. This one will curve away from goal. Girard also low along the deck and swung wide by Poirier. As Poirier was a couple cracks from the corner and then a third chance for herself to try to get one in on goal. Just wide. Basil. A bit of ping-pong action with the ball on the far touchline. So the two top teams in Canadian football descend on Richardson Stadium in Kingston, Ontario on Saturday, November 23rd for the 2024 Vanier Cup Championship game. Tickets are selling fast, so scan the QR code on the screen or visit usportstickets.ca to guarantee your seat for the biggest university football game of the year. The 2024 Vanier Cup on November 23rd in Kingston. Chase the glory. So Basil with the throw-in now on the far side of the pitch. Basil, long throw. She's looking to pick out Field. Field, great touch to herself, trying to swing it in, looking for Andrews, but that's cleared away by Poirier, and out to touch. Protests from the fans in attendance, but it will be a Laval throw-in, taken quickly. Poirier along the touchline, dancing away from Melnichuk. And now punted up by Rousseau off the head of James Melnichuk. It'll be a foul called as Field goes down just a few yards outside of the 18-yard box. So now a free kick in a very dangerous opportunity, in a very dangerous position for the Spartans. And of course, the left-footed Sidhu will come to take this free kick. A bit of final instructions coming from her teammate Walter. Manchester City was the top scorer in the regular season for the Spartans. 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points. And she might look to send this one right in on goal. It's Sidhu looking to pick out the far post, and that curled just a 1.5 feet wide. Manchester Sidhu also the top scorer in the playoffs, in the Canada West playoffs for the Spartans. Led the team with 2 goals and 1 assist for a total of 3 points. Now a goal kick for Laval, La Roche. She'll knock it up to the far side. Lovely pass along the deck. Great one-touch passing now shown from the Spartans. Here's Melnichuk. Melnichuk still going. Melnichuk! Oh, great save. Where the rebound is spilled, comes wide, and it's blocked in front by St. Pierre. Great defending at the back as we'll take a look at the replay. An initial great save from Laroche, and then St. Pierre came back. It was beautiful from Melnichuk as she was able to dance her way into space as Melnichuk sent a beautiful shot to the far side, a great initial save, and then the rebound came for Walter, and there was St. Pierre at the post. Danger not gone yet as the corner comes from the Spartans into the 6-yard box, headed away and finally cleared by Collin. Not as far as they'd like though. Sidhu with a chance, and that goes wide, and it'll just go for a goal kick despite the protests of the Spartans. We're heating up here in Halifax as now Field tries to steal. Field, oh, great last-ditch defending there from Lachance. Sidhu, now Watchman on the far side. That's blocked away. It'll bounce to the top of the 18-yard box. Laval desperate to try to clear the ball away, and they don't get it as far as they'd like. A throw-in coming up. As that goes into Andrews, we'll take a look at that last chance. As it came for Field, it bounced awkwardly off of Lachance, and Field, great defending from Lachance to come and make up for her error after that happened. That clearance attempt goes right off of Sidhu, and she shakes off the effects as Laval is right now pinned deep in their own half. Throw-in taking into Bouchard. Now Poirier. Swung to the far side. St. Pierre looking up for Girard. It'll bounce well for her. Girard. St. Pierre. Now Girard trying to cross it into the box. And there is James to knock it out to touch. Action picking up here in Halifax. Both teams looking to be the first to get on the board. And just a reminder, everybody, that at 12:30 Eastern Time, our next game will be the Ottawa GGs against the Vikes, and that's coming up at 12:30 Eastern Time, so stay tuned for that one as the ball bounces around here. Laval trying to answer. Oh, Sidhu on the line, but the lines official indicates it did not cross the line. Great job by Pahal. Now Laval trying to attack again, and that cross doesn't faze Pahal as it goes behind the goal. So Laval will make a substitution. Coming in will be Émilie Grandien.
Substitution for Laval.
And going out will be Alexis Poirier.
Number 9, numero 9, Émilie Grandin. Coming out is number 11, numero 11, Alexis Poirier.
Back underway here in Halifax. Girard picks off that pass. Now the attack on for Laval. Swung into the box. So Grandin will occupy a left mid-roll. Nobody switching up positions as she goes 1-for-1 with Poirier. Now in a battle with Melnichuk. And the Spartans win it back. Swung to the far side for Walter. Walter looking for Sidhu. Out to touch. Watchman almost kept it in along the line, but it'll be a Laval throw-in. So in the 60th minute, the score still 0-0 between these two extremely evenly matched teams. The Laval Rouge et Or and the Trinity West Spartans now played through. Grandin, a good chance to send her teammate free in the 18-yard box. Bouchard. Girard now turning away from pressure. Now Grandin. Grandin trying to create a shooting lane for herself. Grandin swung to the far side now. Lachance. And there was Field all the way back in a defensive role to knock that away from Lachance. Rousseau. And there is number 14, Andrews, hustling over to knock it out to touch. Throw in for Rousseau. Andrews again. First contact on the ball. Bounces away from Sidhu. And now Lachance. Lachance now in the middle. Grandin, great space. And can she make something happen here? Grandin with a crack on goal. And held well there by Pahal. As she went down to her left and brought it down. Great build-up play. First Collin in the neutral zone in the middle of the pitch. And then Grandin already making her presence known. And that's an excellent technical save from Pahal. Allowed no rebound. Laval still trying to make something happen here along the far side. Here's Collin. Collin watched by Watchman. Collin now on her left, zips it in. And that's an easier stop for Pahal as she comes out to claim the ball. Pahal up off the head of Sidhu. Bounced away from Stewart. Now Laval trying to split the defense and get a ball forward. Now Field knocks it down. Field, Andrews. And now here's Milnichuk. Milnichuk away from Grandin. A bit of a shove into the side of Grandin after the fact. Now coming back the other way. Bouchard. Grandin. Lifted over the top by Lessard. And that's knocked out to touch. It'll be a throw-in for les Rouges et Or. Rousseau. Bouchard. Girard. Now back to the middle for Lachance. And Saint-Pierre. So the road to the Vanier Cup continues on Saturday, November 16th, when the RSCQ Dunsmore Cup champions to the province of Saskatchewan to take on the Canada West Hardy Cup champions in the 2024 Mitchell Bowl. Catch all of the action exclusively on CBC Gem beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The road to the Vanier Cup and U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Now Sidhu trying to play a long ball through, and unlucky for Andrews as it just bounced off the inside of her leg and went behind her. Andrews now trying to make something happen after the fact. Sidhu cleans it up, sends a cracking on goal, deflected, and Lachance, Laroche comes out to claim it. Now a throw in on the far side of the pitch. Basil. Back to Basil. Turning in the middle of the pitch is Stewart. Stewart dispossessed though, and it swung through. Now on the far side, Bouchard. Bouchard a step towards goal. White shirts coming back to defend as it swung to the near side. Grandin. Trying to take it into the 18-yard box. It was knocked away from her. Stolen. Here's Andrews. Great defending in the middle by Thibault. Grandin. Trying to pick out Bouchard. And now swung to the middle. Stewart. Can't get that pass through. And now Laval, great one-touch passing, and up the far flank they come. Swung into the 18-yard box, Bouchard, and the offside flag is raised. Pahal will get us back underway. That goes out for a throw-in for the Spartans. Taken by Basil. Knocked down by Field. Sidhu trying to get free, but there was a lot of red jerseys there, and she had nowhere to go. Basil. A throw in low along the deck. Knocked down well by Sidhu. Basil on the ball now. She's watched by Collin. Now that's swung into the 18-yard box. A header knocked away. Headed right back in though by Walter. Some contact, but play will continue. Melnichuk swings that in. Knocked away. Stays in play though. Melnichuk will have a second crack at it. Melnichuk defended really well by Rousseau. And the flag will go up as Melnichuk will be called on the foul. As we'll get another substitution.
Checking in is number 15, New World Plans.
So coming in for the Spartans is number 15, Holland Steele, and coming out is number 26, Veronica Walter. So Walter, a great job as she came on initially as a substitute, showed her pace very well. And now we'll see what Holland Steele can do. Throwing on the near side for the Rouge et Or. Rousseau again to take it. As we take a look here at Victoria walking in, making their way in for that 1:30 game that's coming up here in Halifax, 12:30 Eastern time. Now we'll throw in on the near side. Here's Melnichuk. She was trying to pick out Field. That was knocked away. Comes in, the final touch. Stays in along the touchline. Melnichuk, great job to knock that down. Here's James. As the Spartans will try to switch the field now. Sidhu has to come back for the ball and does very well. Sidhu. She tries to feed that through. She was looking to pick out Steele, who's playing up along the far flank right now. Along the goal line, cleared away, but not too far, kept in. And the attack and possession still with the Spartans. Trying to pick out Andrews. Andrews has to hustle back, wins the ball back. Possession still with Trinity Western. Melnichuk. Melnichuk trying to put on the moves against Grandin. Grandin stays right with her. Melnichuk pulls it back from along the touchline. Field. And a heavy challenge along the box there as Stewart goes down. And just outside of the 18-yard box, it'll be a great chance for Trinity Western as we'll just take a look at that foul that sent Stewart to the deck. It was excellent work initially by Melnichuk working against Grandin, and then Field picking out Stewart, and then a heavy collision between herself and Lessard. And the teammates out and the physio here to check on Stewart. As we'll just check out the road to the final here of the championship bracket. The GGs and the Vikes coming up, of course. And then UBC against the host Dal Tigers. And then the late game tonight will be the Cape Breton University Capers against the Nipissing Lakers. Dalhousie will definitely figure themselves the underdogs in this tournament and will be up against the pump in the #1 team in Canada West, the UBC Thunderbirds. So Kelsey Stewart will have to stand off on the sideline for just a brief moment, since the physio had to come on and examine. But we should see her back onto the pitch if she has been cleared. Nonetheless, it's a free kick now for the Spartans from just outside the 18-yard box. A hybrid version of a corner right now for Trinity Western, as La Roche sets her wall. Sindhu, the left-footed goal scorer, will try to add one here and open the scoring in Halifax. Sidhu, left-footed in, it's knocked away and cleared. And now hustling over to it is St. Pierre. St. Pierre, Bouchard, back to St. Pierre, and back to Bouchard. The attack surging forward for Laval after they were able to clear that dangerous chance. Throw-in taken quickly by St. Pierre. That was La Chance, rather, for St. Pierre. And now St. Pierre will come over to take the throw. That bounces past Basil. A couple pushes into the back of Basil. But nothing called. And we'll have another substitution for Laval.
Checking in for Laval is number 6.
So coming in will be Rosalie Robitaille, and leaving the game for the moment will be Léa Jean Fortier. Back underway. Here's James. Melnichuk up along the deck past Andrews. And now Rousseau. Bouchard. And Grandin taken down along the deck. A free kick now for Laval, as we hit the 74-minute mark here at Wickwire Field in Halifax. Thibault. With her left foot, she'll send that into the top of the 18-yard box, cleared away, St. Pierre. And a great header there from Stewart. Sends it up to the Dow logo at center. Possession still with Laval. St. Pierre. Swept in. And now cleared back out to center. Thibault knocks it right back in. Could be dangerous here for Laval. They try to turn with the ball. Lessard. Over to St. Pierre. St. Pierre crossed into the 18-yard box. Bouchard with a chance. That was blocked in front by James. And James gets her right foot on it and clears it to the near side. The attack still very much on, though, for Laval if they can get past Andrews. And Andrews does a great job to get in front of the ball and draws the foul. Good battle there between Andrews and Poirier. Here's James. James, a hot pass along the deck, controlled well by Stewart. And Andrews can't keep that one in. Long throw in taken by Laval. Andrews, Stewart. Good battle as Grandin, always in the thick of things now, ever since she was substituted on. And now here's Field. Field, a chance to cross it into the far side of the box, but nobody home in a white jersey there. Able to control it. Steele. Now Basil. Basil has a cracking on goal, just tipped over top of the bar. Oh, a sneaky shot there from Basil, and Laroche had to be sharp. And she sends it over the top for a corner kick. As we'll take a look at the separation that Basil was able to create away from Collin. And then a beautiful knuckling ball towards goal. And a sharp save made by Laroche. Now Sidhu will take the corner from the far side of the field. Sidhu knocks it in off of Girard. And that's not what she wanted there, as she knocks it out for a second corner. Second corner coming up now for the Spartans. Sidhu. Sidhu, a higher ball now. And that's cleared away by Grandin as Laroche got an initial touch to it. Basil. Not her best first touch, but she recovers well on the second and swings it to the near side, hustling over for it, and keeping it in initially was James, but she couldn't save it from rolling over the white line. Grandin. Great hustle again by Andrews. Not letting Laval advance, but now they do. Played over the top. Melnichuk has to be sharp here, and is, and it's knocked up by Basil. Ahead by Lachance. And out to touch for a Laval throw. A second Laval throw coming up here. St. Pierre will take it. Great job by Bouchard. She tried to create some separation, but now it's taken away. And Field up the other way. Great foot there in the middle of the pitch to knock that away. Excellent from Thibault. Now swung through. Stewart looking for Sidhu, and that'll roll out along the far touchline. Sidhu desperate to get loose and get another look towards goal. As we see the head coach, Graham Roxbury, there, encouraging his players and urging them on. Grandin. Andrews hustling over to cut off her angle. Played up by Rousseau, looking for Bouchard. Melnichuk, body position there, and clears it back to the midfield. Stewart. And that's out right below us here. We'll have another substitution for Laval. So Emmanuel Collin will be coming out, and Megan
checking in is number 5,
Darchin
Megan Darchin
will be coming in the place of her.
Emmanuel Collin.
Bouchard, great defending there from James as she was able to knock it away. And now Sidhu plays that ball forward. Out, playing sweeper-keeper is Laroche, and she knocks it out to center. Foul called there on Andrews, as the referee indicated that she had her elbows up. And the free kick taken short and quickly. Great one-touch passing by Laval, and again on display there, Bouchard sifting that through. A chance in on goal, and great job there to come and take the ball away was James, as Robitaille was threatening. Great chance for Laval in the last few moments. The biggest one we've seen in quite a while in this game. And again, James, excellent defending at the back. As we'll just take a look at that last chance by Laval a few moments ago. Beautiful one-touch triangular passing between the team and red. A beautifully weighted pass to pick out Robitaille. And there was James to clear the danger. A throw-in along the far touchline for Laval. Field. In a battle there against Lachance. Field, unhappy with that battle, felt that she was held. But nothing forthcoming from the official. Saint-Pierre. Up the far side of the field. Darchin got her leg up, and I think that's what was called. It'll be a free kick for Laval, for the Spartans rather, deep in their own half. Head coach David Delage for Laval telling everybody to tighten up at the back, as that was knocked away. That chance almost developing for Sidhu, and the danger not quite cleared yet. Oh, that's a heavy challenge on the far side as Basil went down. As we'll see Basil, great moves again on the far side. Got a one-touch pass back and a heavy challenge from Saint-Pierre. As you see Basil holding her right wrist after the fact. Hopefully nothing too serious for her. Emily Watchman will stand over the ball now. Sidhu in the box. In the 84th minute, here in Halifax, Watchman flicks that in. It bounces, it's free for a moment. Sidhu, a half chance to knock it towards goal. And coming back for it is Watchman, trying to keep the attack alive. Great job. And she does win the corner off of that secondary pressure. The Spartans trying to seal this one up in regulation time. Watchman swings that one in, zipped away, Girard. It's still loose in the box. A chance for Andrews, and that was cleared away. And now Laval trying to press forward, back the other way, Darchin. And the ball will roll out to touch. And we'll have another substitution this time for Trinity Western.
Checking in is number 26, numero 26.
And Veronica Walter will come back in.
15, numero 10,
and Holland Steele will exit the game. Just trying to inject some more fresh legs and energy onto the field, as, of course, Watchman was already a substitute in the game. Came on in the first half, was substituted off, and then has come back on again. "85 minutes gone in this game. In the first quarterfinal match here at Wickwire Field, a 2-on-1 developing now for the Spartans. Sidhu trying to swing that one in, and that deflects and will go behind the goal for yet another corner kick. Sidhu, I believe, was trying to cross that. But I think that was Andrews up on the rush with her. It'll be Watchman. Emily Watchman. Again, from the corner flag to the top of the 6-yard box off the head of Grandin. And again, a second corner will come from that initial chance. Less than 5 minutes to go in regulation time. I'm sure we'll have some time added on at the end. As Watchman swings this one in, same place as the last time, and we'll have 3 corners in a row. This happened in the first half for Laval, I believe, as it was Poirier who took a couple and then almost had a chance as she was parked in the box to score a goal.
Spartans. Checking in is number 2, numero 2, Peyton Isaac.
So Isaac is coming back
14,
in for Trinity Western, and coming out is Luciana Andrews. Andrews, a great game so far. Watchman swings it in high in the air. Cleared away again. And now Laval trying to surge forward, back the other way. Grandin feeds that through. A bit of a blind pass, though, as that hits the official. Play continues. Here's Field. Field stops along the touchline and now tries to play it into space for herself. Great job to come back was Lessard, and now the other way is Bouchard. And coming out is Pahal to knock that far down the pitch. Stewart. In the middle of the pitch, goes off the head of Lessard and knocked forward by Isaac. Girard. Now Robitaille and Saint-Pierre. Bouchard on the ball. It bounces well for her. She's watched by Basil. Out, now sent back in towards goal, and once again, there was Pahal, cool as you like, right along the goal line. And no rebounds coming from Pahal, as she's been confident in goal today for the Spartans. Look out here, Bouchard, but yes, an offside flag is raised on the far side as Bouchard was quite a few steps in on the play. Remember, folks, if this doesn't get finalized in added time, if this doesn't get tied up here in regulation time, we will go to 2 15-minute halves of overtime. Here come the Spartans. Stewart. And Walter couldn't bring it down along the far side. Basil with the throw in along the far touchline in front of her own bench. We'll get another substitution here in the 90th minute for the Spartans.
Substitution for the Spartans.
Coming out will be Kelsey Stewart,
19, Jenna Rizzo.
And coming in will be number 19, Jenna Rizzo. As that ball comes to Pahal, and a big collision there after the fact. As we see Tilly James coming in here and then just gets a big shove in the back out of absolutely nowhere from Bouchard. as we have hit 90 minutes of play in regulation time. Just waiting for the indication of how much added time we'll have, as that's headed up. We'll have 3 minutes of extra time in this game. And if that doesn't conclude matters here, we'll head to 30 minutes of overtime. James. Now in the midfield. Watchman. Now dispossessed. Laval trying to get the attack going. St. Pierre will watch it out for a throw, and it'll go. A throw in for the Spartans. Looking for Field. Field trying to turn with it against St. Pierre. And Field will win the foul in that battle against St. Pierre. In the dying moments of this game, the goals stand at 0 apiece for the Trinity Western Spartans and the Laval Rouge et Or. Watchman will take this free kick. Watchman, one of the last kicks of the game off of St. Pierre. Field tries to settle it downfield, down in the box. No signal from the referee, no penalty. Bouchard tried to get free. Great defending from Watchman. Or that was Rizzo, rather, on the far side of the pitch. Bouchard loose along the far flank. Bouchard trying to cut it back into the 18-yard box. It's cleared away by Basile. Sidou. And now here is Field, dispossessed by Thibault. Throw-in coming up here for the Spartans. Rizzo takes it back to Walter. Rizzo, not the cross that she wanted, and it's knocked away by Lessard. Here come Laval. Swung to the far side. Great job by Watchman to get in the way of that pass up through the middle. Laroche indicating for everybody to move up the pitch in an imminent fashion. But that will do it. There will be time for no more in this regulation frame after 90 minutes. The score is 0-0 between the Laval Rouge et Or and the Trinity Western Spartans. So we will go to 2 minutes to 2 halves of 15-minute overtimes, as we'll next take a look at some highlights from regulation time and how we got to where we are right now. This was early on in the game. Bouchard showing her great speed, and that was an excellent battle all morning long, I should say, between Bouchard and James. And that was a huge chance here also early in the game for Fortier, but just sent over top of the bar as she didn't have her sights aligned on that occasion. And then again Fortier, and that time it deflected. And as Pahal has been all night, was confident on that save. Watchman has had some excellent deliveries, but Laroche has been up to the task, also allowing little to no rebounds. And that one fooled me in the booth. I thought that one might have gone in as it moved the netting in behind the goal. And of course, that was one of the best chances of the game for Melnichuk, and forced an excellent save from Laroche. Grandin right in on goal, right as a substitute, already making her presence known. Forced a great save out of Pahal there. And that tip over the bar by Laroche. And we'll take a look at the regulation numbers after 90 minutes of regulation play. Shot attempts 7-4 in favor of the Trinity Western Spartans. Shots on goal also favor the Spartans 4-2. Spartans have had 2 more corners Then Laval. Spartans have taken 8. And Laval have taken 6. And they haven't been as threatening as one would think. There haven't been, you wouldn't really call them grade A scoring chances, I don't think, off of those corners. It's been definitely the open field of play that has yielded the most dangerous and grade A scoring opportunities, and there have been quite a few of them, as we just saw in those replays. So in this overtime frame, of course, both teams will look to their regulation top scorers. For Laval, it was Alexis Poirier, 4 goals, 1 assist in the regular season. Girard as well led the team, was second in the team in scoring, 3 goals for 3 points on the year, as well as Bouchard, 3 goals for a total of 3 points. And for the Trinity Western Spartans, of course, Mancha Sidhu, 4 goals, 4 assists, a total of 8 points, and already 2 goals, 1 assist she claimed in the Canada West playoffs. Charity Field also 4 goals and 1 assist throughout the regular season in the Canada West. As we take a look at the fans in attendance here, in from Laval, made the trip up to Halifax.
Let's do it.
So just a reminder that our next game is the Vikes taking on the GGs, scheduled for a 12:30 Eastern start, but considering that we are 23 minutes away from that right now, and it's just an approximate time, so it will probably start just about half an hour later, so aim for a 1 o'clock Eastern time start, as we'll have a 30-minute overtime frame coming up in just a few moments. They'll redo the coin flip. They'll redo everything, and we'll have a whole new game, just abbreviated to 30 minutes. As we take a look at the team huddle for the Trinity Western Spartans, and there is Melnichuk and James, 2 excellent defenders who are instrumental at keeping this game at no score, defending Bouchard and Poirier and Fortier. And then we take a look at the team in red, the Laval Rouge. Et Or Bouchard had some incredible runs up the far side, up the sidelines, showing her great speed. And of course, the goaltenders both came to the fore in that in both the first half and the second half, showing some excellent composure, patience, and focus throughout the full 90 minutes. As the teams will retake the field, and looks like the Spartans will get us kicked off and underway. So the Spartans, for the first 15 minutes of this overtime period, will go from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of your field. And the Spartans from the right to the left.
For the Western Spartans, is number 25.
So right now we see 14 Andrews on the near side. She's back in the game, and we are underway here in Halifax. So quickly, in the attacking half are the Spartans. As we see there, Grandin and Andrews. That was an excellent battle to close out the second half. Stewart. Now a throw in for Laval. And that bounces off of Robitaille. Melnichuk. Tried to send that into the box. Coming up to claim it was Stewart. Danger not gone yet. Here's Sidhu trying to turn with the ball. Knocked away by St. Pierre. Girard. And out to touch for a throw-in for the Spartans. Thibault got a foot on it to clear it out to the center of the pitch. And now Watchman. James will swing to the near side for Melnichuk, who has to do some good work to get away from Grandin. Melnichuk into Field, and now back up to the near side and watched out by Rousseau. Melnichuk. Play continues as Field brought it down. Stewart. Big battle there, but the ball will just roll out to touch. Nothing very threatening yet in the first few moments of this overtime half. Headed forward by James. Stewart on the ball now, away from Rousseau. Stewart again, and a big collision there between three players. As we have injured player here, it has been an extremely physical game. As we'll take a look at this last collision. A big battle. And going down on the play was Thibault. Shaken up, holding her legs, I believe. But there have been a number of heavy challenges in this game, and Andrews has been at the forefront of a lot of them for the Spartans. Bouchard as well for Laval. But this time, hopefully, and it looks like Florent Thibault will be able to shake this one off and rejoin the play. Knocked forward. Here's Grandin.
Yellow card has been issued to Spartans number 25, Kylie Hendricks.
Grandin. So Hendricks, after all of that, receives a yellow card as that's swept in. Grandin. Field. And that pass is off the mark to Melnichuk. Great job by Andrews to gain control of the ball again and shield it away from Robitaille, but it's sent back in by Rousseau. Knocked forward and taken down away from Sidhu. Girard tries to play that long. And there's Stewart in the way to settle it back down for the Spartans. Whoa, collision there on the far side, but the ref lets play keep going. Girard on the far side of the field tries to swing that in towards goal. James knocks it away. Walter, a bit of room to work with here as he swings it to the near side. A great ball to pick out Andrews. Andrews, great defending by Rousseau. Rousseau up to Grandin. Excellent challenge by Melnichuk, and the ball bounced right to Andrews. Andrews, as she's felled, got it to Field. Field in on goal, and that goes right over the top of Laroche and hits the top of the net. As we'll take a look at it here, I believe a foul was called after the fact, but we see Andrews here. Great movement as she's clipped and then swung wide for Field, and a sneaky chip shot just over top of the net. But it will be a corner kick. Pardon me, not a foul, a corner kick coming up here for the Spartans here in the overtime frame. Sidhu on her left foot. Sidhu swings that in, coming out to claim it was Laroche, and she holds on and allows no rebound. Indicating for her team to move up the pitch. Laroche taken down. Lavigueur, number 20 on the pitch right now for Laval, as James in a bit of discomfort off of a challenge with Robitaille. Ball still in play on the far side of the pitch. Derchin, and a big collision there with Basil, as Basil's down along the touch line behind the goal. So we'll just take another look at what happened between Basil and Derchin. Yeah, that left ankle of Basil clipped in as well. Basil went down heavily on her back and the back of her head, knocked to the ground, and Basil has to step off the field for a moment. Corner kick, or pardon me, a free kick from just the corner flag taken. And now here come Laval. Grandin, a big chance here for Les Rouges. Et Grandin, her shot was blocked in the 18-yard box, and that's cleared out beyond the touchline. Field. Now on the ball for the Spartans. Field. Great speed along the far side, and she gets it up. Over there to Walter. Walter, watched by St. Pierre. Walter, great move there in the box. Drops it back for Sidhu. Her shot is blocked by Thibault. The ball still in play, but at the feet of Laval. Sent up. And we'll have a foul called right in the midfield. On Basil, I believe. And Basil will be getting a yellow card. And Basil in a heated discussion with the referee right now. We'll have to be a little careful, especially after receiving a yellow. In the 10th minute of this overtime period, a free kick at center for Laval.
Yellow card issued to
knocked forward into the box and just as quickly cleared away. Melnichuk can't get away from two challenges. Here's Grandin. Grandin swung wide for Girard now on the near flank. Girard, and that goes off of her opposite number in Stewart. And out for a goal, for a throw-in rather. Girard will leave it for Rousseau. Rousseau. Sticking to the outside of the 18-yard box, swung into the middle of the box, and James there again. Now Grandin, a second chance. Robitaille tried to spin and shoot. That was blocked by Melnichuk. Robitaille loose in the 18-yard box now, along the goal line. James there, and it comes down to Pahal. And Pahal there to allow nothing past her. We'll just take a look. Pahal's big boot here. Up through the middle. Grandin. Great touch there by Andrews. Settles it down. Through the middle, trying to pick out the on-rushing Sidhu. But nothing going right now for the Spartans. A throw-in, though. Deep in enemy territory, but we'll have a substitution.
Substitution for the Spartans. Checking in is number 32, numero 33. No, wait, 30, Lucy Hagan.
So Lucy Haig
is number 26.
Will be checking in.
Veronica Walter.
And coming out will be Veronica Walter. A great second stint as well in this game. Substituted on and off twice in this game. Andrews. That goes out for a corner. So all these moments so crucial, especially as we're into the overtime frame. Of course, it's not sudden death overtime. We play out the 30 minutes. But one goal seems to be what it's all that's going to take to crown a victor in this game, as it's sent up and punched away. And great job by La Roche to come out and punch it away, as we'll take a look at the replay. Sidhu, that left-footed cross, a great ball into the box, and there was La Roche to get two fists on it to punch it away. Basil forward for Field. Now a throw in for Trinity Western on the far side of the pitch. Basil. Field. And now Le Rouge et Or able to clear it just as far as James, though. James eyeing up goal. Leaves it off for Melnichuk. Melnichuk looking for Andrews. And a great job by Rousseau to cut off the angle and shield the ball out for a goal kick. Sun shining down right now on the Wickwire pitch in Halifax. The first glimpse that we've had of the sun all day long. We'll see if that plays a factor right now. That goes off of Lavigueur. And a throw in here will be taken by Melnichuk. Field keeps it in along the touchline. Melnichuk up for Sidhu. Sidhu trying to gain good body position and can't. And Rousseau. Now Grandin, but that goes off of her out for a throw-in for Laval. And Rousseau. That ball seemed to stick along the touchline for a lot longer than James had anticipated, but she did well to shield it out. The referee indicating Melnichuk to go all the way back to where the ball actually went out. Throw in, taking to Andrews. And Melnichuk punts that ball along.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 1 minute to be added to gameplay.
So already through the first half of this overtime frame, 1 minute of extra time at least will be added on. Stewart. The ball bouncing. Lavigueur up to Grandin. Plays a ball through to Robitaille. And there's James again to knock the ball away. Grandin as that ball goes out to touch. Much to the disapproval of the Laval players, but it did indeed leave the playing surface. So we'll just remind everybody that our next game, the now approximate start time, is 1:15 p.m. as that'll do it for the first half of this overtime frame. After 106 though, with 1 minute of extra time added on, the score is 0-0 between Laval Rouge et Or and the Trinity Western Spartans. Laval Rouge et Or, the second seed, the RSEQ champion, their third title in 4 years. They beat out the Montréal Carabins. And the Trinity Western Spartans, the seventh seed, the Canada West bronze medalists, as we take a look at the 2024 championship bracket.
Number 17, numéro 17, Amelia Bouchard. Coming out is number 6, numéro 6, Rosalie Robitaille.
So a moment of rest, and the teams will switch sides, and we'll kick off for the final 15 minutes in this exciting football match here at the Wickwire Field in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And we're back underway. Laval in red now, running from the left to the right of your screen. And in white, as it's shown there, the Spartans running from the right to the left as they try to get an attack going. Andrews now on the far side of the pitch. Swung through advantage played. Here is number 32, Lucy Haig. Haig, two players on her. And that ball will roll out. And it'll be a throw-in for the Spartans. Basil, of course, will come to take it. In for Sidhu, waits for it, plays it back out to Basil. Basil to the top of the 18, spinning with it is Andrews, and a left-footed strike goes wide of the far post. Laroche wants all of her teammates to push on forwards. And sends a punt up to the far sideline. Throw in taken by Laval. Melnichuk knocks it right back to Field. Field down along the field right now. But back up to her feet as the ball is played up. James is there to watch that out to touch. Or she would have, but she had Boudreau closing down on her, so she decides to send it out to touch.
Number 2, numéro 2, Peyton Isaac. Coming out is number 25, numéro 25, Kylie Hendricks.
So, Kelsey, Peyton Isaac coming back into the game for Trinity Western, as James is pushing up here. Moved up into a midfield position for the moment as Watchman takes a great chance away from Boudreau. Watchman also has been excellent. A quiet game. But quiet not because she's been noticeable, but because there have been so few mistakes made. And she's been extremely solid. There's Watchman now. She'll have to live up to that standard. And she does send it out against Bouchard. A throw in for the Rouge et Or. Saint-Pierre. Bouchard. to the top of the 18-yard box, and it bounces around and it's cleared away. Field trying to get loose. She was tied up though. Lachance plays it ahead. Now Darchin, a bit of room to work with here. Darchin to the far side. A volley chance. That goes wide. Whoa. And Basil knocks that away for a throw-in. St. Pierre on the throw as well. St. Pierre up to the top of the 18. Bouchard tried to spin with the ball. St. Pierre, and that's knocked away by Basil. St. Pierre. And a fourth throw-in coming up. Or is that the fifth? I've lost count at the moment. But St. Pierre again. Now it gets past Bouchard. Bouchard taken down, but no signal from the referee as the Spartans will come forward back the other way. That hits Girard. Great defensive play in the midfield. Big challenge there, and a foul called against Sidou as Rousseau is down along the deck. Take a look at that challenge. Sidou there, just a bit of a push, but mostly body on body. Maybe clicked boots there. But Mathilde Rousseau and the captain's armband on in some severe discomfort, it seems, right now on the far side of the field. So just a reminder, everybody, that the next game coming up will be the Vikes and the GGs, and the approximate start time will be 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Just about 10 minutes plus any added time left to go in this overtime period. And if we remain scoreless after that, we will go to penalty kicks. Swept in to the top of the 18-yard box, knocked away. Great job by Isaac. Sidou battling with Girard. And now it's cleared away, back out to center. The ball high up in the air. Melnichuk. Let it bounce first. And it bounces out for a throw-in for Laval. In the 22nd minute, here comes Laval. And that goes off. And we'll head out for a corner kick. Good pressure there by Grandin. Winning a corner in a crucial moment in this quarterfinal matchup. The corner comes in. The delivery is good. It's knocked away though. Another chance coming in. That's blocked too. Thibault with a good crack on goal. Laval starting to threaten now. Good job from Andrews on the far side of the field. Another corner for Laval. A throw-in, rather. Andrews heads that up. Stewart trying to relieve some pressure as it ping-pongs around in the middle of the pitch. Off the head. And now coming forward, a crack in on goal, and that's an easy save for Pahau. And possession now will be with the Spartans. We'll see how long they can hold on to it as Pahal sends that one up. They won't go short, but they will gain possession. A great touch there in the middle of the field from Isaac. But a battle here, and possession is given away. Here comes Laval. Laval pressing up to the far side, Grandin. Grandin cutting into the middle of the pitch. And there's Watchman. And she clears the danger. In the 24th minute of this added time, score still 0-0 between these extremely evenly matched teams. Off the body of Watchman, and now James. She can't clear that up as Bouchard was there to cut off the ball's path. Sidou trying to track down the ball. Laval. The possession is given away now in the middle of the pitch. Here's Stewart. Stewart, a long ball to the near side for Haig. Haig tries to create some space for herself, but the ball was cut off at the top of the box. It's cleared out for a throw-in. Nice touch there by Field. And now Haig back on the ball for Trinity Western. Haig forced to the touchline. Lavigueur. Ball goes past Bouchard and is punted right back up into the box. Laroche. Now back out to center. The path cut off by Watchman. Here's Melnichuk. Leaves it off to the far side for Andrews. Andrews trying to cross the ball into the box. She does on the second crack, but doesn't find anybody in the white jersey. And now it's punted up by Lavigueur. Racing after it is Basil. And she'll softly clear that out. Kept in along the touchline, but it's off of Bouchard. Throw-in coming up now for the Spartans. That hits St. Pierre, and it's knocked forward again. Stewart switches the field, now plays to the far side. Melnichuk has Haig showing. Intercepted in front by St. Pierre. Bouchard gives the ball away, but possession is right back at the feet of Laval, and once again returned to Trinity Western. Basil. Haig along the touchline, swings the ball into the box. Nobody there in a white jersey to try to knock it in. Now back to Basil. Great pressure though, and build-up of play right now from the Spartans. Field. She tried to swing that ball through. It's knocked away. And now up the far side of the pitch comes Grandin. Grandin, what a move to cut back into the middle and feed a ball through Grandin to Bouchard, and the flag is raised. Offside flag is raised as Bouchard sent the ball into the net anyways. As Bouchard will get a yellow card for putting the ball into the box, for putting the ball into the net after the whistle. We'll take a look at it here.
Checking in is number
Bouchard,
26,
just a hair offside it seems. And then, out of frustration, just knocks it in to the net, and that will give her a yellow card. Coming back into the game is Walter for Trinity Western, and coming back into the game for Laval is Léogent Fortier. as we hit 28 minutes of overtime gone here in this excellent football match. Looking for Sidhu. Basil high into the air. And it's collected by Rousseau. Melnichuk up to Sidhu. Sidhu playing a through ball. The offside flag is raised. No whistle though as Laroche came out to claim it. Possession still with the Spartans. Watchman fed through by Stewart. Now Sidhu. Stewart. And that pass to Walter. Well cleared away. As we get a stoppage here, as the official seems to need to have a chat with the fourth official, and a yellow card coming out to the coaching staff on the side for Laval Rouge. Oh, you don't see that happen very often.
A yellow card has been assessed to the head coach of Laval Rouge.
But yes, head coach David Deloge issued a yellow card. 30 seconds to go in regulation overtime time. And now Stewart swings to the far side. Melnichuk knocks the ball in, cleared away in front by Lachance. Laval trying one last push towards the other side of the pitch, but the offside flag raised once again. Late into the game, a lot of soccer has been played,
a minimum of 1 minute to
and
be added to game
attention to detail perhaps not quite as sharp as it would have been in the opening few minutes, or even the opening 90 minutes of the game, as we have just around a minute of added time left to go in this overtime frame before we head to penalties. Fortier dispossessed. Now Andrews. A throw-in coming up for the Spartans. One of the last cracks on goal maybe for the Spartans coming up here. Here's Field, got away from her defender. Field into the 18-yard box. Sidhu with a chance, and she volleys it wide as the ball was around knee height, and she had to jump up to get her left foot onto the ball. Laroche headed forwards. Great job by Isaac. And that'll do it for 90 minutes of play, as well as the additional 30 minutes of overtime. And the final score for now is Laval 0 and Trinity Western 0. And we're going to head to a penalty shootout here at the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. As we'll take a look here at the full-time stats. The Spartans 8 shot attempts versus the Laval 4.
The game is still tied.
Spartans 5 shots on goal. Laval 2. Corners favoring the Spartans, and Laval a decent lead in the foul column as well. As we've had, it hasn't been the cleanest game. And we've had a few yellow cards as well. Just a reminder that the next game coming up in approximately half an hour at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time. We still have to get through this penalty shootout. So stay tuned for the Vikes and the GGs coming up at around 1:15 p.m. Eastern time. The last time that Laval went to a shootout was in the RSEQ finals back on November the 1st. Léa Jean Fortier scored the lone goal in the game. Meredith Saint-Pierre scored the shootout winner, and Laroche was in net with 3 saves in the shootout. That shootout went 7 rounds. So it's a best of 5, and then it goes to head-to-head goals scored. Well, the fans are getting their money's worth here for sure here in the first game of the 2024 BMO U Sports Women's Soccer Championship, live from the Wickwire pitch in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We hope you've enjoyed this production so far, and it's always exhilarating when it comes down to penalty kicks. Some last-minute instructions being doled out by the coaching staff for the Trinity Western Spartans. Head coach Graham Roxburgh in the middle of that huddle, no doubt with his list of penalty takers there in his hand. As we take a look here at the Ottawa GGs warming up here behind the field, as they were scheduled to get started just around 45 minutes ago. But of course, this game went just around 30 minutes long, plus the penalties that are going to be taken now. So getting in a bit of a warm-up now are the Vikes and the GGs before they're allowed to take the field. This could be a big upset for the Trinity Western Spartans, the 7th seed in this contest, coming up against the 2nd seed. The Spartans are the Canada West bronze medalists. They beat the McEwen Griffins 2-1 in the quarterfinals back on October the 25th. Lost to UBC, the eventual champions and 1st seed in this tournament, 1-0 on November the 1st. And then in the bronze medal game, the Spartans beat the Calgary Dinos 3-2. It was an 80th minute goal from Peyton Isaac that sealed the deal and the bronze medal for the Spartans. So the teams will line up on the halfway line. And the referee doling out some last-minute instructions to the keepers. Of course, it's been a hot-button topic in football and soccer, whatever you would like to call it. In the last few years, the goalkeepers have to have 1 foot on the line before the kick is taken. There's no cheating up off the line to try to close out the angle. 1 foot has to remain on the line until the kick is taken. So, La Roche will take the goal first, and it'll be the Spartans to take the first kick, and it'll be number 10, Mancha Sidhu, with the first strike in this penalty shootout. Sidhu against La Roche. Sidhu scores. A perfect penalty into the bottom corner. And the Spartans lead in the shootout 1-0. We'll take a look at the penalty here. Sidhu, a bit of a stutter step at the start and sends La Roche the wrong way and slots it into the bottom left corner. Léa Jean Fortier up to take the first kick of the game of this penalty shootout for Laval. Against Pahal. Fortier scores. No movement there from Pahal as Fortier was able to send it to the far side. of the goal. Fortier to the right. A good height to save if Pahal had guessed the right way. But Pahal was biting to her right all day long. So Andrews, an excellent and can say physical game as well, will be the second shooter for the Trinity Western Spartans. Andrews against Anne-Marie Laroche. Andrews scores. Exact the same penalty as was taken by Fortier. A little copycat action there from Andrews. A bit of a dance step at the start and an identical penalty, an identical movement as well from the goalkeeper. Spartans 2 for 2 in the shootout so far. Alexis Poirier, the top goal scorer in the regular season for Laval, will take this one on Pahal. Poirier stopped by Pahal. And now the Spartans lead in the shootout. It's 2-1. A brilliant save by Pahal. As we'll take a look at it here. Yasmin Pahal, the left-footed strike. It was going into the corner. Pahal read it the right way, dove to her left, and was solid along the ground and was able to keep it out. Now the Spartans, a chance to take a 2-goal lead in the shootout. And they do. A goal by Emily Watchman sends Anne-Marie Laroche the wrong way, and it's 3-1. A great penalty by Watchman. Laroche chose the wrong way. Watchman, cool as you like, into the back of the net. And now, Elsa Lessard will come out and try to get one past Pahal. Lessard scores into the back of the net and the bottom corner. A perfect penalty. No chance for Pahal. We'll take a look at it here. Confident and cool. Laval needs something here as the defender, Tilly James, and first team All-Star, will come up to take this kick. Tilly James into the back of the net. And it's 4-2 right now as the Spartans lead in the shootout. A lovely penalty from the first team All-Star, Tilly James. These penalties have been executed to perfection. Even the one that was saved was headed towards the bottom corner. Incredible accuracy by all of these athletes here. And now, Meredith St. Pierre against Pahal. St. Pierre, whoa, roofs it. St. Pierre right under the crossbar. No chance for Pahal. A great penalty. And I suppose you could also call it unorthodox from Meredith St. Pierre. And now it's 4-3, still in favor of the Spartans. Peyton Isaac against Laroche. Peyton Isaac stopped by Laroche. Can you believe it? What a save by Laroche as he dove to her right. And we will continue in this shootout. Anne-Marie Laroche heroics in between the pipes as we see it here. That was the last penalty from Saint-Pierre. My goodness. Isaac not able to end this one. And now back at the feet of Megan Darchin. Darchin, she scores. Pahal got a hand to it, but there was too much power on the back from Darchin. And we are all tied up here in the shootout. Megan Darchin, a great penalty into the back of the net and the bottom corner. Pahal, the outstretched arm, couldn't quite get it. Now Aaron Stewart. Aaron Stewart is stopped again by Anne-Marie Laroche, this time diving to her left. Unbelievable. And Laval is now one goal away from advancing on to the semifinals. And coming up to take the penalty is Mathilde Lachance. In on Pahal, who made the first save in this penalty shootout. And then Anne-Marie Laroche, two more of her own to give her team the lead. It's Mathilde Lachance against Pahal. Lachance scores! And that's it. Game over. Laval Rouge et Or will move on into the semi-finals. What a way to end this match. 90 minutes with nothing to show for. 30 minutes of overtime yielded 0 goals. And then in a penalty shootout that went 6 rounds, it's Mathilde Lachance who scores the winning goal to send her team on to the next round. We'll take a look at that one here. Too much power for Pahal. And of course, you cannot forget about the heroics of Anne-Marie Laroche in net. Made 2 huge saves to get her team back on even terms and to give her team the lead in the shootout.
The final score of today's match is 0-0.
And so the final score in this match will read 0-0. But penalties
that both teams line up for presentation of player of the game
will be the deciding factor, and Laval takes it.
On demande aux deux équipes de s'aligner sur les lignes respectives pour la présentation des joueurs
to face
du match.
Either one of the GGs or the Vikes. And I'm sure Laval will stick around to watch who they're going to be playing tomorrow in the semifinals. It was an excellent game.
Welcome to Maloney, the Assistant Vice President of Athletics and Ancillary
Incredibly close, such an evenly matched squad. Such evenly matched squads on both sides. And now we'll take a look at the updated bracket here. Laval Rouge et Or, the victors, and they advance on into the semifinals. Commiserations to the Trinity Western Spartans, the 7th seed in this tournament. Played an excellent game.
Today's match from Laval is number 3, numéro 3.
So the player of the game from Laval, Mathilde Lachance, number 3, was excellent. Mathilde Lachance, the winning goal in the shootout, and excellent work along the touchlines today.
Is number 17,
and for the Spartans,
Charity Field.
Charity Field. So incredible runs and chances today, making everything happen. Vocal on the pitch. Back to defend as well. Incredible work from Trinity Field. So we'll remind everybody that we'll be back at approximately 1:30 Eastern time for the next matchup, the GGs against the Vikes. So thank you very much, everybody, on behalf of Ed Milligan and our Universum Median crew in Halifax. This is Desmond Thomas. Thank you for joining us. The final score is on penalties. Laval advancing to the semifinals. You've been watching U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, Fox 40, Barraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, et par BMO, and by BMO.